So today we're going to use Arturo to mass extract images, fonts, text, and color palette from this ChatGPT generated mockup. First thing we want to do is click on auto detect. What this does is AI goes through, and rather than us using this box tool where we would manually select, put bounding boxes around the images that we want, AI does this for us. It also determines what kind of cleanup we need. If it's a hero image that has text on it, it automatically will go ahead and remove the text for us. So here we go. It looks like we have 24 images that it found. I don't necessarily want these icons, so I'm going to get rid of those. What I really wanted was the main images that have the text over them. I don't want to take the time to isolate each one of those and clean them. So I really don't need that either. And I don't need these social icons. So I will go ahead and click add to canvas. You can see here, let me get my select tool. We'll just highlight this one. You can see that it automatically determined that it needs to be cleaned up, which means remove the text, remove the button, and it will upscale this for us as well. So let's just go through here. One of the things that I guess we should probably demonstrate as well is I'm going to go ahead and do this one. Now this amazing, I love this. It automatically names your image for you. So you're saving all of that time having to manually name your images, and it also optimizes this for SEO just based on the description. So I'm going to go ahead and do all 4 of these. Move that over just a tiny bit. Let's do one more. Here we go. And you can see that for all of these, it was able to determine that these would need to have a transparent background, and it automatically upscales those as well. So let's just kind of scroll through here and see what all we have. We might need to slightly adjust some of these to your liking. We'll go back up and make sure that the logo looks good. Kind of move that over just a tiny bit. And I think that looks good. I think we're ready to extract. So we'll click extract. Now we have the option here of what we want to pull from this mockup. I want all of these things. So I'm going to go ahead and click generate. You can see here that it is now processing, it's cropping. We have 16 images in total. And it looks like it's going to take between 7 and 10 minutes to isolate and clean 16 images, which is nothing compared to having to do this manually. It is such a time saver. So we can we'll just minimize that. And it typically doesn't take too long for it to come back and tell us what the font matches are. The way that it works now is you can see that it's broken up by section. We've got your hero, your body, navigation, and just different accents. And what it's doing is trying to find the closest free Google font. And then it gives you a link and you can go ahead and download that. It also gives us our color palette. So that's really very handy. And then it gives us our copy. It just pulls this from the mockup and organizes it based on the section. Let's see here. Something that's really great too is if you want to tweak this before you download it, like if you need a little bit of help, we don't quite like that, we have these options. We want to make it punchier, shorten it, expand, all of those different things that you're able to do. Let's see where we're at with these images. It looks like we're still on 10 out of 16. I'm going to go ahead and show you this export. So this was our original canvas. This is where the assets are that we're pulling from there. And then when they're all complete, we click on this export here and you can see that you can download this master file. So that would just have everything in it that we just extracted. Or you can do these individually. So we've got all of these different raw images that it cropped. Then we've got our clean images, our fonts, color palette, and our copy. So I think I might just go ahead and download the copy. Just get that out of the way because I specifically need that. Go back to our assets here and see where we're at. Cleaning up our assets, it looks like we're just probably working on one more image. We're on 15 out of 16. So we'll go down. Look, see, it's done a beautiful job. This was the original. Now this has a transparent background and it has been upscaled. So these are just very easy for us to use. If you want to download these individually instead of in a packet, you can do that. I'll just grab them quickly. Here we go. I want to check out our hero image and see how it did on that. This was the original. You can see that's our raw image. And here's the clean version. And it looks amazing. So we'll go ahead and download that. And this backpack looks great. That was the original. It's done a really good job of keeping everything intact and just removing the verbiage. And so, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and grab that logo. And that is how Arturo works.